Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. I'm on my way to a job now. The plasterers are in tomorrow, but I've got to get some pipes altered in the ceiling. They've put a Velux in and there's some heating pipes running straight across, so I've got to try and get them tucked as far back to the wall as I can, and then I think they're going to frame down from the Velux. It's basically just to let a bit of light in to this area. Then we've got to get... They've formed a new cloakroom. They're having a new kitchen. They formed a bit of a new cloakroom, so we've got to get some hot and colds into there and a waste out. There's quite a bit to do on this one, but the important bit I want to get done in the ceilings, because obviously the plasterers are coming in and I need to try and get them pipes in the wall. It's not too important, the bits behind the kitchen units, because I can do that after, but it's just the bits I need to get done before the plasterers get in, basically. So yeah, we'll head over to site now, see what we can get done, see what we can get sorted, and yeah, I'll catch you straight on the job. So these are the offending pipes. They've put this Velux in here, so we need to try and get these back to that brick wall if we can. They've also got this pipe here, which is 28mm feed. I think that's an old gas pipe. They've ran a new gas pipe on the outside, so we'll have to have a look at that. I've not got a lot of space, but I'm assuming these are coming out, so I don't know whether to just cut them and then trim them out. I don't know, maybe leave them. But what I'm thinking, I'm gonna have to set them down across and then go back up, because I can't drill through that because it's a trimmer. So yeah, basically set them as close back to that brick wall as I can, and then I might be able to, the ceiling's down the other side, so I might be able to alter it from the other side a little bit more to give myself a bit of space. But yeah, we'll get the heating drain in and see what we can do with it. That's soil pipe there as well. A good job that's not in the way, because that would have been hard work. And then in here we've got a basin going over there, toilet, there is a 4-inch drain down there, and they've put me a gully on the outside, so we've got hot and cold and a waste to chop through all the way along here, and the hot and colds we're picking up from this side here. And then we've got to get a feed into the utility for a soft, because there's a water softener going under here, but this bit's not yet. The important bit is that side really, so that's what we're going to focus on. I have looked here before, a drain off point down here, just that cap end there, I think is on the heating system. So I'm just going to take that off and just release the pressure, and this will drain everything. I've isolated the power to the boiler as well. Just let that, it's going straight into the drain anyway. Once the pressure's gone a little bit, I'll just take it a bit further off. It is a shame that timber's there. Trouble is, we're going to end up with a little high point here, and this isn't going to be a proper roof access, so I can't put any air taps in it. So I don't know if it'd be better if I could get under. It's just a tricky one, there's no space. There's a waste pipe there as well, look. I've wedged myself in. Them sleeves will push through to give us a bit more space. If we cut, it's drained, the pressure's gone out the boiler, so this will only breathe in. Let's just cut it. Shouldn't get a lot, might get a little bit. So that should breathe in, can you hear it? At least I sleeved the pipes neatly. To be fair, them pipes don't look like they've been put in too bad. They're clipped, soldered up nicely. Wouldn't lagged, but right. I think what I'm going to do is press 2 elbows onto them. I'll send them that way somewhere, and see if we can join them up over there. If I was any fatter, I won't fit under it. It's a tight one. I might need to go a bit more on them. Might get the press. I'll probably get the press gun. It's just, yeah, I should miss that timber. Yeah, they should be fine at that. If I'd cut it any closer to the wall, it wouldn't have gone. That's got them tucked out of the way, this area. We just need to connect them up the other side. These are all dead, I'll cut them out in a minute. But you can see what I was trying to get through, just that tight space. The other side, hopefully we've got a bit more room. My pipes are here, hopefully. Yes. We're just going to have to set them underneath. That's all we can do with them. Or... yeah, I don't want to drill that trimmer because it's what's bracing the roof across. It's stopping the trusses from twisting, and you shouldn't cut anything in roof spaces, any trusses or anything like that. I don't think it would move, but you shouldn't do it. I think it's going to have to go something like that. It's whether I can get the press gun in on that joint, but I think I might be able to go over the top and do it. I can press most of this up out of position, and then the other one will just step down underneath as well. That's the first one in. I've just got the second one to do exactly the same, and then we can look at getting the heating filled back up. I have got a radiator to cap off in there as well because there's units going along that back side, so we just have to cap them off. And then I've got to take that one off as well because they're replastering that wall. But yeah, we'll get the heating done and then we'll have a look at the hot and colds. This must be an old gas pipe. It's dead. Let's get them out of the way. So that's got this area all nice and free for them. That gas pipe's out of the way, them heating pipes are out of the way. So I'll get them pipes capped off that I need to on the heating. We'll get that filled back up and then we'll have a look at getting some hot and colds around here. I'll get the wall chaser set up. So this is having units along here now. So them heating pipes are just going to cap as low as we can. I think I'm just going to take them compression sockets off and just use compression caps. I think they must have been hot and colds. I think this bit was actually the cloakroom before, but there's already a radiator here. This is all just going to be a utility room now, so I'm not sure what's going on with them hot and colds. I need to find out, but I can deal with them after anyway. So I'll just deal with the heating side for the time being. I'll get them capped, and yeah, we can get the heating filled back up then. We should be good to use the old nut and olive as well. There'll probably be a drop of water here just because we're at a low point. I don't know how much that drain off outside will have actually drained. That's soaking in actually. Not dry enough, must be at a lower point. So in theory you'd be able to get to them anyway, these, because they're under the unit. So if you ever wanted to put a kick space or something in, I don't think you'll need it because you've got that other rad. You've got pipes there. I'll do the same with the other one. We'll get filled up. We'll get a bit of pressure put back in this. I have shut that drain off point outside. That's stiff. Pressure gauge is here on these Wiesmans. So I'll just put a little bit in. We'll walk through, make sure we've got no leaks on the fix, and then we'll just test the heat in. He says some of the radiators weren't working anyway upstairs. I heard some glugging, but it's just that radiator behind me. Yeah, I'll put a little bit in. I'll let you know if we get any leaks, and then we'll have a look at them hot and colds. My Milwaukee stopped working. My cutter. I don't think it's the battery. The battery's charged. It's just not working. It might have got a bit of water in when I've cut it. I had it on one of the older models. So this is supposed to be a water resistant one, but I don't know. I've just popped the heating on. I'll pop it on that radiator and see if it dries out. I'm just going to get these chased in now. We want to be above skirting height so they don't get pinned. And literally cold feed there for the toilet, hot and cold round there, and then the waste will have to go a bit deeper, just straight through there. So I'll get all the chasing done. I'm using the Metabo wall chase there. To be honest, I've got a proper vac for that, but it takes the big transformer and I forgot to bring it, so I'll just use that one. I might put 3 blades in this. It don't need to be very wide, but I've just got 2 1/2-inch pipes. I'll try it with 3. Let me go a bit wider than that. I should have done. So I've been around with the wall chaser and gone in. I've gone a little bit deeper where it was dot and dabbed, and I went a bit shallower there. I'm not going to lie, I forgot to turn the hoover on when I did that one across there. To be fair, on the other hoover it does it automatically. It turns itself on when you plug the machine in. But anyway, as I say, I forgot to bring the big transformer, didn't I? That one's deliberately on the wonk because that'll be my waste going out. I'll have to get the core drill in there somehow. So yeah, I'll chisel all these bits out and I'll get some pipes in. Hopefully with doing the, you know, multiple chases, it'll make it easy to flick out. But we don't need to go that deep. We've just got to get 15mm pipe in. You honestly need to get a wider chisel bit, but this will flick out fairly easily. I'm getting there. I've got that waste pipe one done. Hot and cold's being brought around as well. What I'm going to do over here, I'm actually going to chop across because there's a soil pipe tight in this corner, and when I drill through it's just going to hit the boxing, I think. So I'll bring it across. It's still under the unit, so it'll be fine, and I'll get all this lot first fixed in here today if I can. I've still got to call that waste out as well. I need to try and get this bit done because, as I say, the plasterers are coming. But behind the kitchen units, it doesn't matter. I can do that after it's plastered. I better just go around on the outside, make sure I'm not going to hit it. So I've just cored that through. We've got a drain here we can go straight into as well, but I'll just get my pipe poked out for the time being. I can't even get my words out. Honestly, the worst bit is the chasing and the drilling and the chopping and the plumbing. It'll be fine. I do need to get some strap banded on that because it went through a little bit of an angle, but we'll get that strap behind the wall and just literally bring it out. Over here they've got a unit going in, so as long as we're somewhere in the middle over there, that'll be absolutely fine. That's all nicely back behind the wall. You can't go too far on these because that's only a 4-inch block. If you go too much, I'm going to be thrown into the lounge. So I don't know if they're going to overboard that. He's on about it's going to have tongue and groove panelling in here anyway. So as long as that's flush, the panelling will cover any roughness on the plastering. But they could just stick another board on that. Hot and colds will have plenty of depth on him. It's just that waste pipe. I was going to solder some of this, but I think I'm going to do it in press. Nothing wrong with either method. I mean, you could use street fit if you wanted, but we try and keep the cold pipe on the bottom because then it won't transfer heat onto the hot. We are going to insulate these as well. I'll put some hair felt on them. We want to be cold on the right while we come out for this basin as well, so I think if we cut it, we'll cut it somewhere there. With it being in a unit, we'll be able to do it anyway. My Milwaukee's working again, but it's temperamental. I just pop some strapping on it as well, just so it's all nice and secure. Sometimes these nail ons pop out a little bit, but that's all being dot and dabbed. It's all back behind, it's all protected. So that'll be fine for the plasterers. They'll moan, because they always do, but you know, you can only do what you can do. So what I've done, I've just drilled it next to this soil pipe, so I'll stick 215 sleeve through here, get them connected up and just see what time I've got left for today. They need running round ultimately and connecting up onto there, but I need to sort all this pipework out here, just leave stubs out for the kitchen sink, and I also need to get a soft water back to the water softener going through there. This will be the drinking water tap, the hard water. Everything else drops down and comes up in that cupboard anyway, so I need to have a look at that. But yeah, I just wanted to get this done so the plasterer can get on. jubbly, they're all in and protected. I'm just going to get these blanked off now, and then I'm just going to get them run round in the kitchen, and that'll probably be it for today. I'll probably have to come back tomorrow timing. There's a cold coming out over, well, you probably haven't seen it yet, but I just need to get that cat below the floor as well. I'll have a look where that's being fed from, and there's a couple of other little bits to sort, but I can come back tomorrow. Well, probably not tomorrow now, because the plasterers are in, but at least I've got this bit done out of the way of the plasterers. So yeah, I'm happy.